What's up everyone? Aaron Bowman here. Thanks for coming by and checking out another video today. Today we have a tutorial that we're going to be doing, but before we can jump on the computer for the Luminar tutorial, I have to go to a real estate meeting, I guess you could call it. It's more of what they call a lunch and learn in the real estate world. So I'm gonna go do that with one of my other agents, and then when I get back to the home office / studio, I will jump on the computer and we will get this tutorial going. And always remember, like, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so you get notified of when I put up new videos and content, and please share this with somebody you care about because it could change their life forever. All right, hey, what's up everyone? Thanks for coming by again and watching this video. Today I want to show you how to make a preset and show you how I edit my photos, and these can be for any type of photos you're taking. This was from some shots that I took inside a local cigar shop, a house that I was selling in the area, and you're going to search for your files, so you can just hit new folder and then search for it. Once you pick your file, you're going to go into the edit tab here, and I'm going to try to delete and reset everything here if I can. So here's the original photo. So when you normally start, you're going to have what they call the quick and awesome is usually what's going to pop up on your right hand side. On your lower left is where you're going to find all your Luminar Looks, which is kind of like their LUTs or their presets. Think of it as like Instagram or something like that. Now, so I get a little coffee. There are ones that you can download from their site, and then I'm going to show you how to make your own. So let's go and make our own first, and then we'll play around with some of these here. So the first thing you want to do is get rid of quick and awesome, and you want to go over to professional. Professional is going to give you a lot more options, especially if you're in raw photos. Now, if you're in a JPEG, you're going to have to use something else, and most likely you're going to have to use the quick and awesome because it's not going to allow you to do that much. Now, if you're doing portraits, you can do the portrait one, streets, so on and so forth, but mostly I go with the raw development, and I shoot everything in raw, and then I can make my adjustments, save it as a JPEG, and then I can make it a smaller file to be able to upload to Instagram or wherever if you're putting them online somewhere. So the first thing I'm going to do is skip right over the balance, temperature, all that stuff, and you're going to mess with the white balance the temperature, only if you have not set your camera's white balance manually beforehand. So the first thing I'm going to do is I always bring down the highlights, and I bring down the whites, and then I bring up the shadows, and then I bring up the blacks just to kind of lighten the photo up, bring in a little clarity. And then if you wanted to, you can mess with the saturation and vibrance. So we'll bring a little bit of saturation and boost the vibrance up a little bit. Not too much, I don't want it to look too crazy. Now, the one filter I do use a lot is the Accent AI filter, and this works really well. Now, Luminar 4 is coming out shortly this month in November, I believe on the 18th, and they are going to have a couple things added to it. One of the big ones is, especially for your real estate photographers, is going to be the sky replacement. You can literally do it at a click of a button and it looks amazing. So as soon as I get my hands on that, I've already pre-ordered it. I'm not big enough to get stuff handed over or sponsored to me yet. So once I get that download set up, I will do a video on that so you can see how that works, because you can replace skies within Luminar. It is fairly simple, but if I can do it with one click of a button, that is going to save me a boatload of time. So back to this AI filter. As you see, as you use the boost, it's actually going to brighten up the photo a little bit and some highlights. So I usually bring it into about a 30 to 40. Now, I don't know why it's giving me sky enhancement. There is, because of the blue in the photo. There's not really any sky enhancement, so I don't need to do that. You could do a little dehaze to dehaze the photo a little bit. And then if you want to bring up your highlights a little bit and your midtones, shadows I usually leave alone. And then if you really want to come in here and customize all the different colors, you can. I normally don't do that too much. One thing I do use is the structure. Now, structure is going to give it that HDR look, and it's really going to give some punch to your photo. As you can see when I bring that up, see how the cigars go from soft to right in your face. Now if you go all the way up, it looks a little too much. So I just like to give it a little bit, usually no more than 30. We'll go right about there. Just to give it a little bit. Now you can reduce the softness, or you can bring this, get rid of the softness, bring it up. I usually like to leave it where it was, and if I remember where it was correctly, so we'll bring it about half, and then boost. We don't want to boost it too much. As you can see, that can really make your picture very, very strong and punchy, which we don't want too much of that. So leave those at about 48. I think that looks pretty good. And then if you want to do any vignette, you can. I don't know if I really want to for this. Let's see here. So we could a little bit on the edges, feather it a little bit, and leave it at that. And then we could probably, I don't want to up the center too much, kind of like it like that. Now this is also going to change depending on the photo type you're doing and the subject matter. So if you want to take a look at it, you can click on the before and after, so you can see the before and after. Pretty much just lighten it up a little bit with the with some of the stuff there, and then you can export your photo by going File and Export. Now, if you like, let's say, this look, and you have all these photos here on your left-hand side, and you want to apply that look to all those photos. Once you have everything on your photo the way you want to save this as a Luminar look or preset. So the first thing you want to do is go down to where your Luminar looks are, and these are the ones that come with it. These are some extra ones that I've gotten, and you want to go to Luminar Looks. So these are the ones that are made by me. These are some that I did for a property that I have listed. So once you have everything set here and you want to apply this to other ones, all you have to do is go down to your bottom right corner where it says Save Luminar Look. Hit Save, give it a name. We'll call this Look 4. I'll call this, Look 3. Hit Save. Now it's going to pop up down here. So when I go to a different picture, I can go to some of these looks. I can go to the user Luminar Looks, and I can click the preset, and bam, there it is. If I want to go to this one here, I can hit that same look and have it on that photo also. Hopefully it does it in a second. My computer's a little slow because I'm recording and using Luminar at the same time. So there you go. You just put it on that one there. So that's how you save Luminar Looks. So basically, if you want to have that same look across multiple photos that you've taken in one location, take one of the original images, edit it the way you want using your workspace. I would say use raw development unless you're doing something different where it might be a portrait, landscape, because it's going to give you different options. Or you can make a custom one. Then once you have it set up, make sure you go down to your Luminar Looks. Go over to the right, bottom right, at the very bottom of your workspace here, and hit Save Luminar Looks, and that's it. Then you'll have them there forever. Now, if you want to delete it, just right-click on it and hit Delete or Rename or what have you. And you can see that this is the ones that I was using at the house. Now, if you want to go back to a different one, you can go to something different that is a preset. So here's one that's a black and white for a look, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. So thanks again for checking out my video. I do appreciate it. Let me know in the comments below if this helps at all. If you'd like to see other videos on Luminar, maybe we can get into some masking, that sort of thing. But like I said, keep an eye out for Luminar 4 when it comes out, and I will put a link in the description if you guys want to pick that up beforehand. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.